The Russo brothers have dropped yet another mysterious video, a possible teaser hint for Doom and MC Day. Insiders are loudly claiming they already know what will be shown in the trailer and exactly when Marvel will reveal it. Meanwhile, Secret Wars is gaining its first official production details, including timelines and cast information. We also got the first high-quality image of Dr. Doom, so there's plenty to discuss. For example, would you want Robert Downey Jr. to play both Doom and Iron Man? If yes, hit the like button, because we're starting with that. The Russos, in their signature style, posted another cryptic video, packed with subtle hints about the MC Day storyline. This time, it's a full clip set to the symbolic song, What's Going On, and the whole thing is just as confusing as the title suggests. Two women wearing Dr. Doom and Iron Man masks perform a rap verse, while behind them stand statues of Sue Storm and Franklin Richards. Since this is the Russos, who love planting hidden clues and once teased the title of Avengers 4 through similar posts, there's definitely a message here, but probably not the one people assume at first glance. Considering their love of layered hints, it's unlikely the Russos are suggesting Downey Jr. will play both Dr. Doom and Tony Stark. More plausibly, the choice of song implies that nobody currently understands how Marvel plans to justify the fact that Victor looks exactly like Iron Man. And the very fact that the Russos are drawing attention to this suggests that the movie will address the resemblance. Every single frame related to Doom MC Day goes through an extreme approval pipeline, so they wouldn't post something like this if Marvel intended to ignore the similarity. Another interesting point from the clip, the mannequins behind them include Sue Storm and Franklin, but not Reed Richards. Yet Dr. Doom is there, wearing the same suit Downey Jr. showcased at Comic-Con. The outfit looks cartoony now, but it will be redesigned for the film. What's more compelling is the arrangement of the characters. It's hard not to recall the leaked concept art where Sue and Franklin stand beside the throne of God Emperor Doom. In the comics, Victor made Sue the Baroness von Doom and Franklin a prince. Alternative versions from a universe without Reed Richards. Whether Marvel adapts something similar is unknown, but given that every statue in that clip was vetted by Marvel, their placement is definitely intentional. The same scrutiny applies to Doom MC Day trailer. Reliable sources say Marvel wants maximum hype and plans to attach the trailer to Avatar screenings starting December 19th. Until then, multiple versions of the trailer are circulating internally for approval. And since we live in the age of leaks, it's no surprise several insiders have already spilled details. One insider claims the trailer won't be a short teaser, but a full, old-school trailer. Think back to the 2000s and early 2010s when trailers lasted nearly 3 minutes, revealed tons of footage, and dropped more than a year before release. That's reportedly the vibe Marvel wants, a big, nostalgic punch. It makes sense. The first Iron Man trailer in 2007 ran almost 3 minutes, and the 2025 Fantastic Four trailer was about 90 seconds. Testing how fans react to the old-school style is a bold move. And times have changed. Back in the day, Infinity War needed just a poster to set the internet on fire, but Marvel today must earn attention again. Which is why insiders say this trailer will focus heavily on Dr. Doom, showing an almost excessive amount of scenes with him. Action moments, quieter ones, full shots of the costume, his powers, and his motivation. A logical decision, you can't build a main trailer around Sam Wilson or Captain Marvel.
Doom is the main asset of the MCU right now, so naturally the trailer will revolve around him. But there's a twist. Some insiders claim Marvel is reviewing several versions of the trailer. In one of them, Peggy Carter and Steve Rogers appear for just a couple of seconds without their costumes. And even such a tiny cameo would instantly spark nostalgia and tease a return to the old-school era. The move makes sense, considering Chris Evans' involvement in Doomsday has become an open secret. The peak of speculation came when he showed up at a film festival wearing that recognizable processing plant uniform, the same look he didn't even bother to get into for Deadpool 3. Showing him briefly won't hurt Marvel at all, but the hype would be enormous. Now, to another set of rumors unrelated to the trailer itself. First, insiders say Doom MC Day will feature a collision of 3 universes: the main Marvel world, the X-Men universe, and a third one, almost certainly the Fantastic Four universe. Second, rumor has it Marvel plans to make Cyclops the main face of the X-Men franchise, not Wolverine, despite Hugh Jackman's comeback. That would be a welcome change. James Marsden is a fantastic actor, and his Scott Summers was always overshadowed in the films, even though in the comics, he's the true leader. And frankly, showing something fresh instead of relying again on Jackman's trademarked growl would be nice. Insiders also claim Jackman will appear in the Mansion battle between the Avengers and the X-Men, and not alone, supposedly with Deadpool and even Domino, played by Zazie Beetz. but this will likely be Jackman's only appearance in Doomsday, since Marvel is saving him for later. As for Dr. Doom, it seems Marvel is leaning toward a Darth Vader approach. Doom's suit won't just enhance him, it will literally keep him alive. In the comics, Victor is usually disfigured only in the face, but judging from the Russos' hints, the film version may have his entire body scarred while leaving the face intact, so Marvel can still showcase Robert Downey Jr. on posters. For now, though, the first high-quality art shows Doom in the mask, and the suit appears to include something similar to the 10 rings and possibly even a Mjolnir-like emblem, but we covered that in another video. Another insider note, Avengers will reportedly be Patrick Stewart's final film. He's 85, ready for retirement, and his recent appearances as Professor X already served as a farewell. But it's still possible he already filmed scenes for Secret Wars. And here comes real news. Marvel has officially booked major studio stages in the UK from April to September next year, meaning Secret Wars will film for 6 months, confirming the project's massive scale. The downside, we won't get a 2-part movie. Kevin Feige is reportedly exhausted from constant delays and decided to pour everything into one enormous film to make the deadline. The upside is that actors will still be active and unlikely to get canceled mid-production. The downside, a project as huge as Secret Wars deserves a full trilogy, but Marvel is condensing it. Just 3 universes packed with veteran characters is far from what fans expected for the Multiverse Saga. In 5 years, we could have had an alternate Avengers team, proper Illuminati, even the animated '94 Spider-Man cameo. The battle could have been far more epic, but we deal with what we get.
It actually could have been much worse because Loki writer Michael Waldron revealed that they once pitched the idea of introducing the infamous Mojo world from the comics into Marvel. It's a bizarre universe inhabited by a race of spineless creatures whose entire society revolves around entertainment. Gladiator battles are the main attraction there, and the world is ruled by cartoonish tyrants with barely any intellect. Basically, a satire of modern culture. And thank goodness someone at Marvel had enough sense to reject that idea. Ryan Reynolds might have adapted it without embarrassment, but Marvel in its current state would have turned it into pure secondhand cringe. Let's move to something more uplifting. In the casting notes for the start of Secret Wars production, alongside Downey and other predictable names, Tom Holland also appears. Not officially, of course, but these production brochures are usually the closest thing to the truth. We still refuse to believe Doomsday will skip Holland, and we think he'll sneak in for additional filming in February after the release of Spider-Man 4, but at the very least, he'll appear in Secret Wars and finally reunite with his former mentor. And in his own 4th movie, Peter is reportedly set to meet Flash Thompson again. Word is that Tony Revolori will reprise his role in a completely new direction. This becomes especially interesting considering a fragment of Tom Hardy's Venom symbiote still exists in the MCU. In the comics, Flash Thompson becomes Venom's host, Anti-Venom, and most famously, Agent Venom, a government operative with a symbiote, enhanced abilities, and a surprisingly good heart. The actor has said multiple times he'd love to explore that story. But there's one big issue. When Marvel rebooted Spider-Man with Holland, they intentionally cast against the classic types. Instead of a muscular bully, they picked Revolori. Instead of a regular school buddy, they turned Ned into a comedic sidekick. In the comics, both characters eventually evolve into major heroes or villains. But in the film, such a transformation would look purely comedic because neither Revolori nor Batalon remotely fits the roles of Agent Venom or Hobgoblin. Honestly, a Venom-Punisher mashup would look far more convincing. Still, maybe Marvel will surprise us, and the industry really needs surprises right now. October 2025 ended up being the worst box office month in 27 years. The Cop film last week made only $8 million. 10 years ago, numbers like that wouldn't even make the top 20. So analysts sounding the alarm isn't surprising. It's not a streaming issue. On streaming platforms, old shows and movies dominate, while new releases flop one after another. The real problem is that Hollywood has been failing to produce quality content. Cinema as a whole is struggling. Do you agree? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. That's all for me today. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next leak.